disengage safety protocols, and run program.
Greetings everyone, my name is Axel from the channel Dreads of Her, and today I wanted to show you a Warframe build, namely Wisp, focusing on the Archguns. So the build itself is primarily going to be buffing your motes, because one of your motes is giving you fire rate, and more fire rate is more damage. So that's the main thing of this whole build. Is you cannot remove this with the Helminth, so this is why it has to be Wisp. But let us, dive into it and explore it further. The aura should be growing power, although you could definitely go with corrosive projection as well, but we need the ability strength. The Exilus mod should be power drift for more weapon strength, although if you have the primed sure-footed, which is 100% knockback down resistance, you should definitely grab that, because you can run out of overguard, which will be provided by your Archgun. And the rest of the mods are pretty much focusing on ability strength. Archon stretch is here because electricity, we can generate electricity through one of our modes. Although you don't need energy regen, because you just put down your modes and call it a day. And more ability strength. This is energy conversion is situational, because it's really hard to pay attention to that 50% extra damage, but it's there. And duration as well, although you should be standing inside your modes. And as you will be able to see it in the video later, this is mainly for defense missions. That's where it really shines, because you don't have to go anywhere. And more ability strength. Now, as you can see, most of my modes, and pretty much all of them, doesn't have rank 10, and there is a really good reason for that one. Because rank 10 is pretty much double the cost of rank 8, but the buffs that you will get from them won't be double. So I don't think it's worth it to upgrade it to the max, but you can definitely do it. I am really a cheapskate on those ones, so I'm not upgrading anything to rank 10. The Arcane should be Arcane Bellicose. You will gain HP, so don't be scared about your HP, because one of your modes will give you HP. And the other one, obviously, mold augmented. And let's get on to the Archgun. Now, the Archgun I choose is actually the Kuva Grattler. It is the magnetic one, so I spawned in a magnetic Kuva Lich. And that's how I got the base magnetic version. And there could be definitely better versions for the Kuva Grattler, but this is what I went with. That even more fire rate. We have the crit damage and crit chance. We have the double primed multi-shot and damage mods. We have viral and even more heat. The Arcanes are primary merciless, so we gain more damage, also reload speed, because reload speed is really bad on the Archgun, but with this it's okay. And we also have secondary enervate, so more crit chance for us. And yeah, this is the Archgun build. And now let's get on to the Helminth. So for the Helminth, to properly function this build, we will need Archgun ammo, which is the heavy ammo, and there is two really easy ways to get it. One of them is from Lavos, but Lavos cannot be, Lavos' ability cannot be subsumed by Helminth, but Protea's dispensary can be subsumed by Helminth. So you get a Protea, you subsume it, and you just going to use that ability, which is, you know, the dispensary. Now I'm not using any Arcane shards, but you should obviously use them, because, you know, the build will be even more powerful. I would probably go with Tauforge Crimson Arcane shards for the extra ability strength. You can get 75% additional ability strength, which is even more fire rate, even more HP. You could put, you know, one casting speed in it, although I don't think you really need it, because you're just going to spam the dispensary. The modes should be, you know, constantly up. And it's really important to snatch Protea's ability, because without, you know, the dispensary, this build is not functional, because heavy ammo is really hard to come by. There are a handful of enemies that drop heavy ammo, and the dispensary is actually dropping universal ammo pack, which will contain every ammo pack, including the heavy ammo. So with it, you can pretty much constantly upkeep your Archgun. Okay, so in the first build, this is actually not a build, just to showcase the base strength of the Kuva Grattler. This is without, you know, Wisp fire rate buff, so we can see Uriel in action here. And as you can see, it's quite underwhelming that, you know, it's really slow weapon to fire. And we obviously don't have dispensary, but this is just, you know, to showcase the difference between the two versions. So yeah, it's really slow to, you know, shoot with it. But Wisp will actually make this one even better. Now we have quite a few footage here. One of them is a defense that will constantly change. I really don't like these ones, but, you know, it's there. You can also protect it quite easily, but, you know, you constantly need to move your modes around. And as you can see, the Kuva Grattler is really good, because it has a huge explosion damage, so you don't need to aim precisely. You can sometimes just aim above you, below you, through the walls, and you just gonna hit them all, as you can see it right here. So it's really nice. It's pretty much like Zoris, which is my other favorite weapon, because, you know, you don't have to be a precise, oh my god, you gotta hit the weak point damage sniper. You just aim somewhere and they die. One of the big, you know, weaknesses of this one is, if you don't have the prime sure-footed, you will need some sort of a knockback resistance, which I maintain with the overguard that you gain from deploying your Archgun, because overguard is giving you knockback resistance, because this weapon is going to knock you back if you don't have some sort of resistance. And if you lose it, then, you know, it's going to be really bad, because you're gonna constantly get knocked back, as you can see it around here. While you are doing these relic openings, you could gain the ability range and the ability strength one, which is really good, because that's literally double the fire rate that you can gain. This is what you mainly want. Once you have that, you just put down your modes and, you know, don't try to remove them, because as you can see, the fire rate is going to be over the moon. It's literally a minigun in your hands, and it's really fun to use. Now the other thing you really need to pay attention is the dispensary, which, you know, if fire rate is this high, you probably, or the dispensaries probably cannot upkeep the heavy ammo consume of the Archgun. So you will soon see that I will actually run out of the ammo, because I did not pay attention. And yeah, as soon as you are out of the ammo, basically the weapon is, you know, that's it for it. There is a huge cooldown on it, which is sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10 seconds. I don't know why that's happening, but as soon as you are out of the ammo or the overguard, then you know this build falls apart. But until then you shoot through everything and anything. Now obviously if you know you have multiple floors or levels, you cannot really shoot the enemy properly, but most of the time you are going to be the top damage, because before the enemy can be even seen on the radar, they are going to be dead. As for Wisp other abilities, I don't really use the second one, because you know this is mostly a stationary build, so you're just going to use the first and the fourth one. I choose the fourth one because sometimes I do press the third ability to gain a little bit more DPS, and also to spawn some of my companion clones, because I use duplex bond on my companions. But you know, this video is not about the companion build, this is a Wisp Prime build.
The unclean are upon us! Allons-y!
And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. There are probably things that you know you could tweak this one even further, like the Arcane shards, the rank 10 mods. But this build is already so goddamn powerful. The reason why I waited it you know so much is I wanted the new Wisp skin, because with it it's 10 times better, 100 times better. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment, and see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.
It's porn.
Yeah.